Welcome to our series On the New Music, Part 15. Today, I would like to read to you some of the beautiful and profound experiences of the Om Choir that have been shared with me. Here is one from Linda Lester, one of the most eloquent speakers I have heard. One who can communicate the deepest truths and experiences with humor and joy. She writes, I'm planning to do a longer write-up, but have been traveling and haven't yet had the time. But I can share a few quick thoughts now. During the Om Choir, led by Narad one evening, when we were all chanting Om on different notes for long intervals, I had the impression of angels singing and a round, luminous space opening overhead, full of light and Shakti. In my awareness, it felt a little like this. And she shows this painting from Gustave Doré. As for using my experience of the Om Choir on the ashram's website, of course, you have my enthusiastic approval, as I totally support your efforts towards bringing the new consciousness into music. That's a topic dear to my own heart. And yes, certainly, you can use my name. Warm wishes, Linda. This is another experience in the Oroville Om Choir. During our recent trip to the Sri Aurobindo Ashram and Oroville, I had a few experiences, especially at the March Pass before the mass display in the sports ground, and with the Om Choir, and visiting Sri Aurobindo's room on 5th December Darshan. I was at first skeptical about the Om Choir. I believe in the power of Om, but why is it called a choir? The answer was revealed to me during the Om Choir session held at Savitri Bhavan. The Om Choir of about 100 people, who were mostly non-professional singers, began with the singing of the first 5 notes of the Western music major key as warming-up exercises. This is to prepare our voice for singing the Om and other athletes or singers who need warming up. I was able to recognize the 5 notes of the warming up exercises because there is a structure. But when the choir started to sing, there was no structure. There was total freedom. In Western and Eastern music, musicians try to achieve freedom with improvisation. However, what they achieve is improvisation within a structure. There is no total freedom. Because there is no structure, each member is free to sing the Om in any pitch, and no one is able to sing out of tune. Yet there is harmony. This is the mystery of the Om Choir. Another mystery that I discovered, the sound I heard that evening is more beautiful than the music produced by Sunil from Sri Aurobindo Ashram, Ravi Shankar, and the Western or Eastern musicians and singers. My wife asked me, "Is the music from the CD player?" I had another strange experience. After listening to the music, I chose a pitch to sing the Om, but the Om I produced is different from what I had prepared mentally to sing. This made me realize that the Om choir produces music that is beyond the mind. In Singapore, we have started the Om choir. It will be great if we can have an annual international Om choir meeting where 1,000 people from all over the world gather under the banyan tree in Oroville to sing the Om. Regards, K.S. Locke. Another experience. The ocean chants. To this lovely experience, Sandhya has added 2 photos, one of Om and the other of the centerpiece decorated with flowers at each Om choir at Savitri Bhavan. This is the first. She writes, "A vastness as the ocean fills the place. A silence crawls in as of the depths, more meaningful than the depths of the ocean. It is profound. The waves from the ocean are meant to reach the shore of the divine and wash the lotus feet of our sweet mother. The place has a living presence in it, a place where Savitri, the legend and a symbol, is studied and lived. It carries the purity. A wide room with a mounting ceiling is readied every Tuesday for the eternal music to descend. Chairs are arranged in concentric circles. A small table is kept at the center with a pink scented candle on it. Little colorful flowers are arranged artistically around the candle. Close to dusk, people start filling in, seat themselves in places they are comfortable in, and slowly the circle forms. The center candle is lit, and the fragrance starts filling the room. When twilight streams in, Narad walks in carrying a presence in his heart. The group is organized to chant the music. Exercises, opening our centers, are done with so much enthusiasm from everyone. And then the space is prepared. The pitch is set for the music to elevate. Lights are switched off, and the golden flame from the candle glows fervently. The word Om, the sacred word that the Mother has quoted as signature of the Lord, is chanted. The chanting rises like waves from the ocean of her vastness. The ascent and descent feels like the rise and fall of the Alagai, Alagai is the word for waves in Tamil. It is beautiful. We feel ourselves floating, and gently the ocean pulls us to our depths. And there, right at that moment, when the intensity of the depth is reached, the chanting pauses. The profoundness occupies everyone. Stay there for a packed moment, and then rise again. The entire blue ocean on this earth is chanting one magical word, Om, with an intense aspiration. Few lines from Savitri are read at the concentrated moments. It floats in our ears like the approach of God. After an hour of the practice, the lights are switched on. The room has a wide ceiling with hidden lights. They brighten gently, as though the evening sun is spreading the warm golden glow. The light slowly fills the room, bringing us gradually out from the deep state. Our heart remains soaked in the wonderful experience. Om Choir for the Children, March 18th, 2010. This morning, at Lazzo's invitation, I met with the 16 children in his class, age 7 to 8 years, and spoke to them about singing Om and bringing down the new music. Anjana, Lazzo, and another teacher were there as well. The children were deeply concentrated, listening to all that was being said about taking care of their voice, etc. We first did humming, and then called Mother and Sri Aurobindo to be with us. And we went deep into to hear the new music. As the children speak only French, Anjana had to translate. The children were very quiet and attentive. We sat together in a circle, as Mother had told us, and sang a long Om, and many of the voices began to come together so beautifully in these very young children. At the end, after they had done another long and very beautiful Om, we gathered in a close circle and called Mother and Sri Aurobindo to bring down the new music that would come through us and heal the earth. I told them that when we felt sad or were not feeling well, to just sing Om, and asked if they could sing Om every day when their class began. There was a presence in the room, and I would say a solid peace charged with divine love. The children, focused deeply within, sang with full voices for some time. Our session lasted more than half an hour, and in the end, I knew we had all been deeply blessed. As the children were leaving, Lazzo told me that in the center of our circle, in the last Om, he saw a large crystal rising from the earth, much like the Matrimandir, he said, and radiating its beams of light on all of us.